Scream of Pain, and it also hits a target that was affected by it. So these damage.
Flash track. That's not a. Isn't that not a great song?
I'm gonna trust Stormstormer's judgment. There we go. That was hard to say apparently.
Roger getting blocked in. This could be first blood. Boxy and company will be taking it. So first blood the way of Liquid, and it looks like Boxy will be able to get out. That's Roger as Antares. He's gonna get caught potentially. Insania and Mickey teaming up. And that's going to be a casual kill for Mickey in his meta form. So second kill for Liquid here in the lower bracket finals of Berlin Major. As Kiyotaka looking... Oh, it's going to take a lot of damage from Boxy right now. The Jingu stacks are stacking up. He's going to be able to blink away, trying to kite him a bit with that Shadow Strike. Applies another one. Trying to dodge it out, but Boxy, he's going to end up falling. Scream of Pain is there, but Nisha's trying to help out as well. Gets the deny. Nope. Kiyotaka ends up netting himself the kill. Just...
Nisha now could be in trouble.
He is. 6-minute power rune's going to pop. It's going to be in the top, and that means Kiyotaka's going to get that along with the kill. But no Boundless Strike from Boxy. He's able to steal that at the very least, but obviously Nisha dying is not what Liquid would want. Antares falls to Insania. He's made the transition over here as well. A little too late to save the Lesh.
That's the thing. I feel like he would have loved to connect with the Beastmaster Roar and kill the Terrorblade bottom with Sonic Wave, but now that the Roar is on cooldown, this timing might miss.
Yeah,
Boxy.
that is true. Boxy spotted out.
Yeah, he's mega dead.
Bomb into the initiation from Antares. More than enough damage. So
Boxy placed a sentry, so he will know they have these wards.
mid lane, Kiyotaka's in a lot of trouble. They set up a nice stun onto him. Able to bring it, but the Lightning Storm somehow procs. Okay. Is quite the range there.
One of the less known changes of 733B, Lightning Storm now actually has global casting.
Antares is going to get caught in the river. Still 3 members of Liquid here, easily cleaning him up. Ramses needs to leave, or is he fine to just try to farm with Anchor Smash as the permanent debuff applied to him? He's going to be spotted though. He's going to heal up a bit. Boundless Strike is there. Zai gets off the Ravage. Gush to follow, and a casual right click is enough.
9Pandas are going to distribute their heroes. Who's going to be sitting top? Is it still going to be the PL just cutting between this and the jungle, or will they give a bit of space to the supports? They're going to go on Tide.
Yeah, Zai, his Kraken Shell does activate. The Roar to come afterwards. Blast Off activates the Kraken Shell again, and he's going to be just fine. Insania comes out as well, provides some support.
Tide is so good this game.
Insania, though, he might be the one in trouble. Has to pop False Promise on himself. Zai, they know that he does not have Ravage, so not as much threat, but Nisha has plenty of time to get over here. Insania does drop 3 members of 9Pandas onto the tier 1 tower. Antares, he's going to get one more sticky bomb, but inevitably will fall. Nice Sonic Wave onto 2, and Insania, or Nisha, I should say, dropped by the axes. And Zai thought he was invulnerable, but now he's outnumbered 3 versus 1. As Boxy's going to chop down the tree again. Triple kill for Miero. Boxy gets off one more Boundless Strike, and he will fall shortly after. Never gonna live that. Another tree chopped down into a Roar. Boxy just getting caught out again and again. You gotta give a lot of credit to 9Pandas. Of course, they have the tree killing abilities. Nisha, though, they're gonna try to turn this around. Split Earth onto Miero. Mickey popping that Metamorphosis will be killing off the creeps of the Chen as Miero will eventually drop to the Pulse Nova, so ends up being a 1-for-1 in Liquid's favor relatively soon if they're going to occupy this space even more. But they're going to first TP into the top lane, trying to get Antares on this very annoying Techies. Split Earth is there, he gets off a couple mines, but inevitably will die again.
So reach critical mass in some teamfight situations, especially if you manage to kill the Oracle first, so you can just overwhelm Lesh when you're big enough. So we'll be curious to see.
Boxy, another tree chopped down. My goodness. They are all over this right now.
And here's
Nisha,
the problem. Yep. Starts getting drained.
Mana starting to get drained ever so slowly, getting slowed by the sticky bomb. The Triceratops doing some work as well. Pops the Bloodstone. There's the Roar on top, and they're doing so much damage from afar. They don't really have to fully commit. Sonic Wave. False Promise keeping Nisha alive right now, but there's the Blast Off Ravage to come. Nisha's at full HP as a result of the False Promise, and the rest of 9Pandas now retreating for the time being. Nisha perpetually slowed, it feels like, as Ramses thinking about going back in. He's going to get stunned out, getting extremely low. Pops that Doppelganger, will find the distance. Now they might just wait out this Mickey Terrorblade Metamorphosis.
Liquid, who will claim the biggest neutral of them all.
That's right.
Ageless may be slightly slower than average. I think that is a bit skewed from previous queens not going these 2 build-up items in Witchblade and Kaya Sanj, because he is farm.
Yep, Ancient Dragon was the choice. Actually, I think that's Miero's creep. As Mickey in that meta, pressuring this tier 3 tower bot along with Nisha, obviously still with the Aegis. Split Earth connects onto Kiyotaka, but he'll blink away. They will get the tower freely. Now Ramses has come. It's off the Spirit Lance. Now applying some pressure to make it. This early Sun. There's a big Ravage from Zai. How much damage do they have, though? Kiyotaka able to blink out. Sonic Wave comes, pushing Nisha back as Ramses getting very low, being pursued from the other side of the trees. Will find the distance into the fountain as the Wukong's command gives a little bit of space, but they're not able to get that much. They get Antares, but no full set of racks for Liquid as Nisha might be in some trouble. Boxing Company trying to save a nice Centaur stomp onto 2. Nisha looks like he'll drop his first life in all likelihood. He's deniable. Will they pursue any further? Boxy attempting to TP out will be fine. Nisha, Aegis down. In all likelihood will be surrounded now. Attempting to TP out.
That's
ambitious thought. Yeah. Double kill for Kiyotaka and a successful defense from 9Pandas. On AoE, might have to hold this thought though. This will be a very long discussion. It'll probably take 30 minutes to explain. As Ramses will find Nisha in the tree line. Doppelgangs out of the Split Earth. Nicely timed. Nisha pops the Bloodstone relatively early. Boxy with the Wukong's command. Miero gets off his roar onto Insania, and that is a big kill, but Nisha already had that false promise applied. And Kiyotaka on the outskirts, getting more Shadow Strikes over and over and over. Nisha still being pursued and will eventually be brought down. Mickey gets a nice Thunder onto Roger, but he's still surrounded. Another Shadow Strike, another Sonic Wave, a full team wipe. Kiyotaka and company absolutely destroy Liquid in this fight. For 9Pandas.
This is huge for them.
The real question is, does Liquid want to fight after the fact?
Ramses can play so aggressively now that he has Aegis. There's no risk. This is one of the problems that Tide has until in this stage of the game until Super League and with Refresh. Okay.
Oh, the Ravage from Zai. Do they have the damage? They're going to go for Roger first. Absolutely. He is donezo. Miero, he does get off the roar. Where's that false promise? Finally applied to Nisha, but a big Sonic Wave comes out from Kiyotaka as Ramses trying to finish off everybody on the sideline. Insania getting pretty low. Nisha about to end the false promise. He's fully healed as a result. Zai ends up dropping, though, as Mickey's still in that meta form. 2 have died from 9Pandas. Ramses, remember, he still has this Aegis. But how much do they want to actually put on him? Looks like they'll get that first life as Boxy attempting to TP out next to the gate. Will not get out, though. More burst damage from Kiyotaka. And the rest of Liquid will have to fall back. And I do want to talk about the Techie's Mind Sign, but we're going to have to wait in all likelihood. Nisha showing himself. He's immediately inhibited at half HP. Insania is not near enough for the false promise. Finally getting in range. Gets it off just in time. Now they're trying to focus them down, but a big ult again from Zai. But where is the damage from Liquid? They lose the Oracle. Roger's going to be the trade. Nisha, he will die inside of the false promise. Too much damage to handle, and Mickey is next. 4 dead for Liquid. 9Pandas getting basically everything that they want to enter.
It's a theoretically really good pushing spell, right?
Where you do get it placed offensively like that. If Liquid were to take a team
boundless
fight.
strike into, okay, he pops the BKB to avoid the Split Earth. 2 sets of racks in favor of 9Pandas. Mickey still with no metamorphosis. Sonic Wave is going to connect onto both cores for Liquid, but 9Pandas, they're going to play this disciplined. They forced out at least one buyback, I think, onto Zai, if I'm not. A lot in this patch where one team gets an early advantage. They're able to starve out basically the whole map, and if you're able to do that, you get more Wisdom Runes on average, and of course the bounties in terms of the gold, huge discrepancy. As Kiyotaka just goes straight in, gets that last tier 4, now focusing on the Ancient. Scream of Pain is there, so he'll still have that shield rune. He's going to get stunned to outright. Zai with a nice Ravage. Kiyotaka at half HP, but able to get off that BKB as the roar expended just for Mickey. Zai now basically out of mana as Kiyotaka looking for a nice Sonic Wave. Clips him, kills out Tidehunter. No buyback at all as Mickey now gets off the Sunder. The false promise a little bit early. Might have to fall back into the base as this runs out. Nisha will not have that for himself. And the Ancient targeted by all the creeps right now. Boundless Strike is there, but Kiyotaka and company able to finish off Mickey just before he steps into the fountain. Kiyotaka still relatively low, kind of baiting everybody in as the Splitters continue to mount, but they can just focus down to the Ancient, and that is it for game number 1. 9Pandas, very impressive game number 1.
Yeah, great game from them. We talked about pre-game how the deciding factor in this game was going to be how they handled the Tide. They did a good job still finding their farm on the PL. I think that bottom move where they get the tier 1 tower and get 4 kills really set the stage for them to get across one of the most difficult times in this game. And they start getting up all their auras, they start getting tons of AoE teamfight damage through the Queen of Pain and the PL just